Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Clover video I stated I was going to drop in the channel update. Now, like I promised in that video, this video is going to be me explaining what I'll be doing with the series on the channel. But in addition to that, also just what I think of what I've read so far of the manga. Because in preparation for doing manga videos, I read the manga. I know that sentence sounds really stupid, because obviously you should read the manga before you do manga videos, but the thing is, I said that because I've seen the anime. I actually have a few reaction videos to some episodes on the channel. Did one very recently, as a matter of fact. I don't know how well the earlier ones hold up. The recent one is a banger, bro, but the others, I don't know if you should go and watch them. Or do, it's your choice. Or your few, girl. But like I was saying, I was basically an anime only, and in preparation for what I'm gonna do, I read the manga. I actually stopped watching the anime after a certain point to read the manga. However, making videos was not the only reason I decided to read the manga. I've kinda wanted to read it for a while now. I was interested in what the differences were between it and the anime. For the longest time, I'd heard how superior the manga was from Black Clover fans themselves, so I had to check it out, and oh boy, they were right. The manga is pretty heat, and now in no way am I saying that its counterpart is straight trash. There are, in fact, a few instances where the anime surpasses the manga. I'll talk about those instances later, but overall, I believe the manga is better thanks to Tabata being an amazing artist. Now that I have finally mentioned the art, let's talk about it. The art in Black Clover consistently has such high quality, and Tabata's double-page spreads are truly stellar. Mans is just talented and deserves the title of one of the best artists in Jump right now. Although there's something that's weird about his art, and I'm not entirely sure if it's on him. Let me explain. So I used the Shonen Jump app to read the series, and on the app, chapters 136, 151, and 155 didn't look like they were finished. What I mean by that is there were certain pages where the art just wasn't completed. It looked like the art was still in the storyboard phase. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's on Tabata or if it's on the app. I do know that he sometimes, because he's mentioned this before, that he has trouble putting out chapters sometime because the work schedule and the workload is just a lot, so maybe he just didn't finish those pages and they put it out anyways, but I don't know. So I'm actually gonna ask you guys who are watching this video and have read the series before, do you remember the chapters looking like this when they were released? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyhow, on to the instances in which the anime surpasses the manga. Those instances are the fights. The anime just takes the fights to a whole new level. I mean, you got Yuno versus Rill, Yami versus Licht, Yuno and Asta versus Licht, Asta versus Veto, Noelle versus Kivin, I don't know how you say your name, Julius versus Licht, which prior to episode 151 was hands down the best fight in the anime. In terms of like action and animation and pacing, it was just the best. But it don't end there, cause then you got Lumiere taking on Demon Licht, which was like 5 pages in the manga, but in the anime, it's the second, well, at this point, third best fight. I know y'all remember the part where Lumiere punched Demon Licht in the face. That wasn't in no manga. That was an anime exclusive. It's just like, when the anime is at peak, it's better than the manga. But the manga has consistency on its side, so in the end, it wins. Like, overall, the manga just looks better, through and through. Now, before we finally get to what I'll be doing with the Black Clover manga on the channel, I want to talk about some characters and my stance on them. Y'all already know how I feel about the captains, but these are about different characters. So let's start out with one of the most controversial characters in the series, Gauche. Dude's a freak and I don't like him and I never will. Moving on, we got Noelle, who is a somewhat controversial character. Not at all for the same reasons as Gauche, but just like Gauche, you either like her or you detest her. And I lean more on the detest side. She's not nearly as bad in the manga as she is in the anime. Like, if I hadn't read the manga, she would be completely on the detest side, because she was unbearable in the anime. She is toned down way more in the manga. She's actually pretty tolerable. But just the anime, dude, they turned her tsundere personality up to 11. Plus, I'm not a fan of her and Asta getting together. That's what's going to happen, but I'd much rather him get with Mimosa or Rebecca, cause they're both awesome. I mean, hell, I'd even be happy with him getting with what's-her-face, Sekre, the bird. And she's like 500 years old. Still better than Noelle. Enough about that though, because it is time to talk about my favorite character in the entire series. You thought it was Nozel? No, he's the #1 captain. And he's in the top 5. He might be #2. I don't know. The #1 is Yuno. That's right, your boy a Yuno stan. He's just the best. My only problem with him is that there isn't an entire arc where he is the main focus. I need an arc all about him. This dude will just disappear from the story and then come back even more powerful than before. Like, I want to see his adventures. He's the coolest and most interesting character here. Dude does not get nearly enough time to shine, especially for how badass he is. He's the rival! There may have been the tiniest bit of cap in that sentence, but screw it. I don't regret what I said. Oh, and there's one more character I want to talk about, and that's Mereoleona. She's hot. Mereoleona is the queen. But moving on to what I'll be doing with the Black Clover manga on the channel. First, let me tell you, don't expect my first manga video to be about the newest chapter, because I'm not actually there yet. You see, I stopped before the time skip. I had heard such amazing stuff about what's going on in the time skip, so I just didn't want to read it and then get it out of the way. I want to make videos on it. However, I'm not going to go chapter by chapter and making individual videos on them until I get caught up. That'll take forever. Instead, I'll be doing like bulk chapter videos, meaning multiple chapters in a single video. They will not be like the big 100 Years Quest videos though, if you've seen them, but they will be a tad bit similar, but different as well. For example, definitely won't be showing as much manga. Shueisha just ain't a fan of that. Also, expect more drawn thumbnails, at least until I get caught up. But with all of that out of the way, it is time to end the video. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with the notifications on, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody!